Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. This is Dalvin. Hope everyone is doing great. I'm here making a video talking about music, so let's talk a little bit about music. And the topic is my top 3 favorite Children of Bodom albums. Now, you know what? As you all know, I'm huge on Children of Bodom. I've seen them 4 times live. I have signed merch from them. I have some concert clips on my channel from them. And they're probably my most inspirational band. And they helped me to get through tough times. I love their I love their music, their style of music, their energy, and their stage presence when you see them live. Everything about Bodom is just what a band needs to be. So I want to talk quickly here about my top 3 favorite Children of Bodom albums. Keep in mind this video was kind of hard to make because so many albums are good and have their ups and downs and have good things about them, and so they're kind of equalized in some ways. But I was doing some thinking and I came up with a list here. I have the records I'm going to show it to you right now, my top 3 favorite Children of Bodom albums, and I'd like to know what yours are. And so coming in at number 3, I'll show you right here, and I just did an album review for this album on my YouTube channel. So coming in number 3 is Relentless, Reckless Forever from Children of Bodom, and this came out in 2011, I believe. And yeah, you know what, I'll show you here again quickly. And this is like a thrash metal album. This was one of the most innovative albums. It was a resurrection album coming from Blood Drunk. I thought it was great. It's like a stoner album in some ways, groove album too. Has lots of great melodies. Like I said, Alexi's guitar riffs are great in this album. The song composition is great. The drumming is great. It's also one of those albums where you like to smoke up or drink up and then listen to and then have a good time. So yeah. I made it, like I said, I made a video me reviewing this album just recently. So I like songs like Not My Funeral, Shovel Knockout, Round Trip to Hell and Back, Pussyfoot, Miss Suicide. The first half of the album I thought was really strong. The second half I didn't like as much, but I thought it was good also, with songs like Was It Worth It, which is easily one of the most creative and unique Children of Bodom songs of all time, and North Pole Throwdown, which has some very interesting keyboard work from Jana Warman, who plays the keyboards, Jana. So yeah, coming in number 3 was Relentless, Reckless Forever. And I said in my previous video, when I first started listening to this album, I was in a bad state. I was in a state of depression. I was in a state of confusion. It was a tough time in my life. When I listened to Relentless, Reckless Forever for the first time, oh man, it gave me some life because it felt like Bodom was making a huge comeback. The songs touched to me. I loved how the song sounded. Really uplifting music, and even in this album, some of their songs have that old neoclassical style which Alexi likes to incorporate. So yeah, number 3, Relentless, Reckless Forever. It's a highly underrated album. I'm not too sure where this ranks on which most Children of Bodom fans on most Children of Bodom fans list, but for me it's a strong album and it comes number 3. I like it, to be honest, a little better than Hey Crew Death Roll. Just because I thought it was more unique, and the melodies are just insane in the song. Like if you have good headphones, if you're listening on a good device, like you'll pick up the sounds and the melodies and the instrumentation, and you'll be blown away. So yeah, number 3, Relentless, Reckless Forever, metal album, great metal album. Okay, so we're down to number 2 and 1 for my favorite Children of Bodom albums. Coming in number 2 is Hatebreeder, and I believe Hatebreeder, let me check here. I think Hatebreeder was originally released in 1998 or 1999. It was one of those years, and it was the second of Children of Bodom album. Just to show you right here, I love the artwork with the Reaper at the Lake Bodom here and the green artwork. A lot of, like I said, this was at a time when Children of Bodom was making a lot of neoclassical music with metal and experimentation. So this is one of those CDs. But this CD matured much from Something Wild. It has that same kind of vibe or element to it in some songs, but it's a much more mature album. It has masterpiece songs like Warheart, Silent Night, Bodom Night, Hatebreeder, Bed of Razors, Downfall. I mean, all these songs are great. And some songs to me that stand out also, which are underrated, are like the self-titled song Children of Bodom itself, and Towards Dead End. Those are really good songs. And yeah, this is just to show you right here, so quickly, Hatebreeder. This is considered by many to be Children of Bodom's best album, their best work, and I can't disagree. I mean, this is a masterpiece album. It's really innovative for its time. It's hard to believe that something like this came out in the late 90s. It was just so far ahead of its time. And yeah, it's great Children of Bodom album. Probably one of the best ones they ever did. Some of my favorite songs, I'll tell you, like, I'll tell you my favorite song. My two favorite songs from the record are Silent Night, Bodom Night, and Hate Breeder. Every time I listen to those songs, I get pumped. I get taken away to a special place. So yeah, Children of Bodom, Hate Breeder coming number 2, just to show you here quickly. And yeah, this is like this could be considered Bodom at its best because of all the instrumentation, the neoclassical sound, the solos, the drumming, the fast drumming from Yaska, the double kick drumming. It's a really good metal album. It's really creative. It's something you have to check out if you haven't heard. And I bet if you were to listen to it, you'd fall in love with it. So yeah, coming in number 2 is Hate Breeder from Children of Bodom. And my favorite Children of Bodom album of all time, and this one wasn't that easy to decide because it always has been and pretty much always will be, because it was one of the first albums which introduced me to Children of Bodom, and it's Children of Bodom, Follow the Reaper. And this was, I believe, released I think in 2000 2001, one of those years. Yeah, Children of Bodom, Follow the Reaper. This is their 3rd studio album, and it, like I said, in this album, it progresses from Hate Breeder. They achieved a new level of maturity. The solos in this album are amazing. The guitar harmonizations, the synth, the keyboard has that neoclassical sound. Everything you want in a Children of Bodom album, this is and more. And it just goes to show, with time and time, they just got better and better. And this was easily to prove that fact because this was their 3rd studio album, and many fans would consider this to be their best album. Now I'll tell you some songs that stand out for me. My favorite songs: Every Time I Die, Bodom After Midnight, and Mask of Sanity. I think that's a really underrated song in this album, Mask of Sanity. And I was just really just 9 tracks. It's the first track, Follow the Reaper, and Bodom After Midnight, Children of Decadence, Every Time I Die, Mask of Sanity, Taste of My Sight, Hate Me, Northern Comfort, and Kissing the Shadows. So yeah, this is I consider their best album for many reasons, just because it's so mature, and those melodies just stick in your head when you listen to them from the songs. They're just so good. And this is a sound that Children of Bodom achieved, and well, they never really got to that type of sound afterwards. But some would say this was their best album, or this was coming at climax to their best. But yeah, Follow the Reaper. I think this album won platinum or gold. I'm not too sure. Amazing albums to show you one time. My favorite Children of Bodom album. And yeah, so this is my ranking of my top 3 favorite Children of Bodom albums. Let me know what your favorite Children of Bodom album, or what your favorite Children of Bodom albums is. And you know, it's really sad just to say, you know, it's been over a year now since we lost Alexi Leo. He was doing work with Bodom After Midnight, and they were hoping to tour and play old songs again, but we all know Alexi was sick, and it's unfortunate, really unfortunate he went away so soon. He was one of my music icons and role models, and just one of my main metal music icons in metal. And he inspired me so much with his music and his work, and still to this day, you know, I know Children of Bodom aren't a band anymore, but I listen to them every day. I still think about the concerts I went to, when I saw them, partying with my friends and listening to their music, and just like, they weren't the band that got me into metal, but they were the band that kept me into metal and made me explore my taste in metal even further. And that's saying a lot. And you know, I love Children of Bodom. I'm sorry, I'm not saying I'm sorry because I'm making this video. This is for Children of Bodom fans and people who like Children of Bodom. But I'll always have those memories. And Even though they're not a band, I still have their music. I can still play along on drums to their music and practice and do covers, and I can always enjoy the work and art Alexei gave to all of us. And yeah, rest in peace, rest in power. Hope he's in a better place. And yeah, Children of Bodom fans, hey, we have lots of good memories, don't we? But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. Let me know what your favorite Children of Bodom albums are. And stay metal, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.